Hi, today I'm going to do a bit of a personal vlog for you. And this is just going to be about some of my personal challenges with being vegan and also being of the VATA dosha, according to Ayurveda, if you're familiar with that. And if not, it's well worth looking up online and doing your own quiz to find out which dosha you are. And what the dosha really means or stands for is the most dominant element that is at play in your constitution. So basically, in Ayurveda, they say that we fall under either one of the elements that make up life on earth. So that's air, water, earth, and fire. And when I've applied this and learned this in life, I've found it to be quite true and also to really enhance a lot of the healing benefits that you might have if you're on a healing diet. So when I was a raw foodist, I had a lot of problems with trying to make that particular diet work for me. And I looked to Ayurveda to try and work it out. So with raw foodism, you tend to think, eating lots of raw food, crunchy foods, carrots, salads, and things like that. And these particular foods are quite airy. And so what they do is they tend to aggravate someone who has a predominant vata constitution, i.e., more air. And air types tend to be very, very creative. The air element is usually the swords in the tarot, and they are very influenced by just the creative element, and they tend to be artists, musicians, teachers, just very ideas. So they're kind of the ideas people. But if they get aggravated or have an aggravation, then they may overthink a lot and basically feel very ungrounded because the air is very, very dominant. So there are ways to eat and to calm the vata. And so we can use our diet as a healing aid when we understand what particular constitution we are and where our particular aggravations might be. So with raw foodism, I found that I was getting a lot of air aggravation, and this can result in upset tummy because you don't have the digestive fire that the pittas do, or fire constitution people do. So there has to be more special attention paid to the digestion and particular herbs to enhance digestion and the ability to assimilate food. So some of the changes that I had to make as a raw foodist were to do more blended foods and to add warming spices and to avoid dry foods. So like a lot of dry crackers and things like that didn't work for me because air types have a tendency to become more dehydrated. So you have to drink more water and stay hydrated. So the best diet for vata types that are vegan or raw vegan is to be on more of a soupy cuisine that is more salty, because salt is very hydrating, and they can have sweets, but they shouldn't overdo sweets, and they shouldn't have really dry sweet foods. So yeah, more soupy cuisine for vatas. So the time of the year that can be most aggravating for air types, vata types, is the autumn, which is in the UK at the moment, is now at the time of the release of this video. So if you're finding that you have more, sleepless nights and overthinking too much and very nervous, a lot of nervous energy and anxiety, then you possibly are a vata type and have a vata aggravation. So it's worth looking into the herbs that can help to calm the vata element. Things like ashwagandha and just chamomile, herbal teas, things that help to relax. So as a vata vegan, the focus would be best on really practicing a lot of self-care, making sure there are oils in your diet, making sure that you're staying hydrated and not overworking mentally, and just listening to your body. And with any diet or any constitutional element, it really is about listening to your body at the end of the day. But I have found Ayurveda principles to be particularly helpful in my own dietary approach. And it's automatic for me now because I spent many years applying it to the raw food diet. So I find it very helpful. And, it helps you tune into the seasons, the seasonal changes, how it affects you, and to be aware of your own subtleties of, change within the body and the mind especially. So if you're noticing that you're, getting too overactive in the brain, which if you're also a meditator and someone that wants to find their peace and calm, then practicing meditation is going to help with that, as well as using these vata principles within your diet. So I hope that's been helpful, and if you enjoyed this or found it helpful, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.